Hello everybody, this is Harry, founder of the Build Your Brand Group on Facebook and the Lions Pack Celebrants Group here on YouTube. And I have some fascinating news. Today I am going to be doing a video after pulling his leg about my mentor, Derek, aka X. For this video, I'm just going to call you X. This video is going to be about like bottle returns, basically. I'm getting a lot of requests on my YouTube channel. People are messaging me, emailing me about bottle returns. This seems to be a very hot topic. I don't even know how this happened, because originally when I made this YouTube channel, I wanted to really discuss like sales activities, eBay, Craigslist, how to make some money. I've actually had one person that I worked with, that I trained, that actually almost made $1,000 within the first 30 days working with me. I'm not going to tell you her name, but she knows who she is because she's going to watch this video. And I'm always proud of you because I know you're always doing your thing, and you're a good learner. But anyway, this is long awaited, and I'm actually going to tell a story. I was actually going to wait until I put my book out and put a story in a book. But I wanted to tell, this is bigger than my book. This is about YouTube. This is going to reach a lot of people, and at least you guys get to know what's going on. So anyway, about my boy X, my mentor, he has a degree, I think, in computer science, and he was a programmer for a company for a while, and he put a lot of sweat equity into that company that he did not own. And one day they just decided to get rid of him. Either they laid him off or just told him they didn't need him anymore. So that was a very disappointing blow. He put a lot of time into that company, a lot of effort, a lot of work, and it was very hurtful because I think at that time and during that time, he trusted that company with his future, and that's the thinking process that he was in. He was emotionally tied to his company, and if that wasn't it, and I was told that I could tell his whole story, so I'm going to talk about it. He received news only not so long from that period that his wife was leaving him for another man, and that they were going to be having a child together. And that hit the fan. No pun intended. And that's a deep story. The only reason why I can like kind of tell it with that kind of attitude is because he can do the same thing at this point with me now. So he wanted to get out of New York and leave and, you know, get away from the pain and the hurt. So he applied for a job out on the West Coast and decided that he wanted to move there. And I don't know whether he came back to New York or not first, but I guess after the interview, he had gotten the job, and one day he was just walking around contemplating things, trying to understand life, and he said he was sitting on a bench, and he noticed that there was 2 bottles there, sitting on the bench. And he probably thought to himself, you know, what a waste. They were both 5 cents for a deposit. So he picked them up because he figured, oh, 10 cents. And he went around the park and he collected more and more and more and more and more and more and more, aggressively hunting them now, you know, trying to find something to do to take his mind off of his pain. And I guess he had turned it in, and he had made over $168 that day. And he never turned back. He never took the job that he interviewed for, and basically they wanted him. But what he did do is he found a way to produce for himself something that he can control. And I think that more than anything, it was about controlling your own destiny. Long story short, he makes 6 figures a year. He's been doing very well for a long time. He has a brand new, beautiful home in California. I'm not going to tell you where. He has a utility van for the stuff he does, and he has a Porsche, and he's amazing. And over the time that I've known him, he's a great person. I'm still learning from him. I think my only weakness is he tells me that I care too much about public perception, and when I can abandon public perception fully, I can actually make more money, and that I need to come from a position of desperation first. So let me tell you guys this when it comes to bottle returns. A lot of people allow their prosperity to go in the trash because something can be opened up inside of you from something so small and so significant, but you're willing to destroy that urge, something inside of you, or that instinct, because there's a difference between instincts and urges. Urges lead you into a path of destruction, where instincts lead you to prosperity. Now, some people have done this. Some people have looked at a bottle or can and said, that's a nickel. And instead of picking it up, they said, nah, my friends might not. They might think I'm weird. You fell into that trap, that perception trap. And you wish you could turn back, but you can't because it's too late. Because you've accepted what people thought of you, and you've allowed it to interfere with your instincts, or developing your instinct to the next level to create prosperity. So let me tell you something, my friends, and all my subscribers. If you do nothing else, watch this video, like this video, subscribe, share this with your friends. But even if you don't, I don't care. Just take my words and deposit them into your heart, your mind, your soul, everything inside of you. I am telling you that I have a friend that I met online that has touched me, because I always try to communicate with my people. When I get to know someone new, sometimes I'll message you. I'm always reaching out because, first of all, I love people, and we're all brothers and sisters, regardless of race, creed, religion, practice, which is one of the reasons why I'm so upset about this thing with Indiana. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. But a dear, good friend I developed, and all he told me was that he had an instinct to redeem 10 cents. That's all that was on his mind at the time. That small instinct to redeem 10 cents turned into 6 figures over time, from pain, perseverance, love, and the abandonment of public perception. And what else? Value. Value. You mean to tell me, as a human being watching my video, we're going to have this heart-to-heart, people, watchers. You mean to tell me that watching this video, that you're not thinking about what I'm saying here? You were willing to play Xbox for 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day. You're willing to watch your favorite TV show that teaches you nothing. You're willing to gossip about other people frequently and be miserable and go to your job every day with nothing to add to your environment. But you are not willing to sacrifice a few seconds, pick this bottle up, and change your life like my friend did. After this video is over, I'm going to give him a call. And the beautiful thing about it is, I got to go to work tomorrow. He doesn't. In fact, he's been in New York for a while. He's been out on the West Coast for about 10 years now, or over 10 years. And he's built his team. He's got his people. They do what they do. He's got his business. He sells online. He's incredibly successful. So successful. And he has a team he could trust so much that he's been in New York for over 7 months. And his team is still producing and giving him a share. What's so important that you can't abandon your urges and deal with your instinct? Anyway, that's the end of this video. I might make some more. This is very heartfelt and difficult for me to do. I want to thank you, X, for reaching out to me, becoming my brother and my friend. And everything inside of me is saying that I just thank you for helping me become more human, in touch with my human side, instead of the systematic side, the side that companies tell you, the corporations and the prosperity that people try to control can be abandoned with something so small. Don't you get it, people? The world is designed to teach you how to act. Everything you do. So you walk around with that mechanical point of view and you just absorb it. And then you live how they tell you to. And you can't even get outside of that little box that you're stuck in. You're stuck in that little box. And you're like, oh, I don't want to get out of this box. It's so comfortable here. Don't do it to yourself. Get out of that box. If you guys are wondering, yeah, that's me on the shirt. This is an album I did in 2006 called Going Digital. And I had t-shirts, merch, albums. We're not going to talk about that. I did the music industry thing. If you did want to go down that road, you could email me, message me, and we could talk about that on another plane. I don't like discussing it because the music industry is very complex and it can end up soaking you or taking you for a long ride more than it pays you out. On my side, I know how to measure risks and other stuff like that, and I knew that it was time for me to, basically control my life on a different level. And I'm doing that. I'm happy. I'm making money and I'm happy. And yes, I'm still selling online. I'm doing my eBay, doing everything. It's a wonderful life. It's a beautiful thing. I don't really have to worry too much about too many things. I'm growing. Can I be knocked out of the box? Yes. I'm not wealthy. Like I told you guys, only, last year or 2 years ago or something bad happened with me. So yeah, I do come from a lot of adversity, but you know something, it's not about where you're from. You can't control where you're born, but you can control where you die. So the choice is yours. And it's all about the quality of your mind. All right? Thank you guys.